Hello everyone, this is Joseph Network TV bringing to you more accurate news from all around the world. Please kindly subscribe to our channel if you're yet to do so, and if you have done so, we say thank you. Now to the news. Rep move to make education free compulsory. The House of Representatives have moved a motion to alter the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Cap 23, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, to include and place free compulsory universal basic education under Chapter 5 of the document yesterday, passed for a second reading at the House of Representatives. The bill, sponsored by the Speaker, Femi Gbajabiamila, will be creating a new section 45 in the Principal Act to read that free, compulsory and universal basic education with the word be amended section 18, which will substitute the entire subsection 3 thereof with a new subsection 3 to read as follows. Government shall strive to eradicate illiteracy in Nigeria. The bill was titled A Bill for an Act to Alter the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999, Cap C-23, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, to make free, compulsory and basic education a fundamental right of all citizens under Chapter 5 and for related matters. In his led debate, the Speaker said that if the bill is successful, ascertained to after the amendment, every Nigerian will be entitled to compulsory education, he said. Every citizen of Nigeria is entitled to free, compulsory and universal basic education, and every government in Nigeria shall provide free, compulsory and universal basic education to every child from the primary, junior, secondary school. It shall be the duty of every parent to ensure that his child or ward attend and complete his primary and junior secondary school education by endeavoring to send the child to primary and junior secondary schools. Every stakeholder in education shall ensure that every parent or person who has the care and custody of a child perform the duty imposed on him under Section 45 of this Constitution. Section 318 of the Principal Act is amended in subsection 1 by the addition of a new definition paragraph immediately after the definition of the word authority as follows. Basic education means free and compulsory education from primary school to junior secondary school. The Principal Act is hereby amended by renumbering the existing Section 45 to 318 of the Constitution as Section 46 to 319. The bill was referred to Special Committee on the Review of the 1999 Constitution. Well, for me, it is a good news. A good news in one part and a bad news in another, because they're making a move to make primary and junior secondary school education free. It is a good thing. It is a good development. It is a good move from the House of Representatives if they can achieve it. But for me, I think the problem now that we are facing is that the public schools in Nigeria, they have certain problems that the government needs to deal with, even before thinking about free education for all. Because you cannot give a child a free education. You say you're giving them a free education, you want them to go to school, and they don't even have a seat, they don't have a chair, no table to write on, no chair to sit on. The blackboards are tattered. The school itself, the roof, everything, infrastructure is zero. So for me, I think what they should first of all do before considering this particular education for all is that they should first of all, the government should try to deal with the problems. And I'll name some of the problems we have with public schools. I know we have many of them, but I'll just name some. Public school system, that we have a lot of problems. One thing that has crippled most sector in Nigeria today is poor governance. Most sector, the airline, we don't have a national carrier again. What crippled it? It is bad governance, poor governance. So it is not only talking that we're not only talking about education here. So the educational sector is not an exception. It is not an exception at all. The government's attitude towards crucial problems of education, they just shy away from it. They shy away from it. You want to make basic education free, but are you going to give them the quality education they need? Because right now our education system in Nigeria, especially the public schools, is nothing to write home about. So if you're saying you want to make it free, the first thing you should think of as a government is giving these kids quality, and wonderful education. Because right now we don't have a quality education. Our teachers, most of them are not even qualified. And the ones that are qualified, they don't have people that can employ them. Because we all know, except we want to lie to ourselves, Nigeria is who knows who. If you don't have anybody up there, you can't get a better job in Nigeria. So this makes the education system in Nigeria, the public schools, they don't give us quality educations. So that is number one problem that the public school is facing right now, and they need to deal with it. Another problem that the public school is facing, that the government needs to really look at, is poor funding. Poor funding. You keep funding a lot of things. You fund security this, you fund that, you fund this, you fund that, you fund Aso Rock this, Aso Rock that, but you are neglecting the basic thing that everybody needs, which is the public schools education. It has poor funding in Nigeria. They neglect it. The government don't even care about it. Most of the time they don't even pay teachers. So how will a teacher come to a class for a month, and after a month only to be told that we are sorry, we can't pay you right now? How do you want them to do their job? And another thing that has crippled the public school system is corruption. Corruption from the government itself. It has crippled that sector. Go to any public schools in Nigeria and tell me what you see. You will understand what I'm saying. You will definitely understand what I'm saying. So the government over the years, they have crippled our public school system because the government are corrupt. Because they are corrupt. So the educational system don't have high standard anymore because they are corrupt, and they put their own people there. Even the education system itself practice corruption. Because if you don't know anybody, you're not going anywhere. It is not a test of ability anymore. It is who you know. So corruption has eaten deep into our public system. These are things I think they should first of all look at before saying you want to. It is good. It is a good news that you want to make the public schools in Nigeria free and compulsory. But please, before you make them compulsory and free, make sure these things are in place. Because if they are not in place, you're just fooling yourself and trying to fool Nigerians. We need to deal with corruption. If we want our education system to work, and even other sectors to work in Nigeria, we really need to tackle this corruption problem that we are facing. And another thing is poor infrastructures. Poor infrastructures, I've said it before. You go to a school, they don't even have a blackboard. The other day I was watching something in the news. I saw where a teacher is using a stone to teach the primary school pupils, to teach them how to use computer. I mean, we don't have infrastructures. We don't have them. No equipment to work with as a teacher. No equipment for the kids to even see. Just imagine, most schools don't even have a laptop. They don't have a computer at all. In this 21st century, Nigeria is still backward. Very, very backward. You're talking about free education, but please, all those things, are they in place already? These are the things that will shape and make the school system work. These are the things that will make the pupil to have a good and quality education. They don't have things to practice, to practicalize their work. No facilities, no facilities at all. So tell me, what are we producing? What do we want to produce? Who are you people fooling? Because you people are very corrupt, you just bring one topic and say, yes, we want to make it compulsory and free. Yes, we know Nigerian government can do that, but are they gonna do it? Are they gonna do it? We don't know. Because if you're serious to really do this, you should first of all tackle the problems before talking about the free and compulsory education. You see, no chairs, they write on the floor. You see students write on the floor in 21st century Nigeria. And this is not like, we're not talking about rural area, we're talking about the cities. Is that what you want to make free and compulsory? You want them to go to school and just read on the floor and just write on the floor? No chairs, no table, nothing to write on? And you want to tell me you want to make that free? I mean, these people are just a bunch of, I don't know what to call you guys, man. And it's not as if you guys are not educated. You travel all around the world. You see the way the schools are being run all around the world. Why can't we do that in Nigeria? Why? All the time. We just lie to ourselves. This is another big lie. This is another big lie. Because you put it in paper that yes, we have free and compulsory education. But the thing is this, do they have all those things? Do they have good fundings? Do they have good fundings? Infrastructures, it is zero in Nigeria. Zero. How can kids go to school under that kind of condition? And you're telling parents to still bring their kids. That's why all these private schools now, they just increase their school fees just like that, because they know the public school is not working. And ordinary layman in Nigeria will work his butt out to make sure that he puts his kids in private school, even though they will be drinking gari and kuli kuli just to survive. But they want to make sure that their kids go to better school. Because, for God's sake, public school is not working. Except we want to lie to ourselves. All those things they don't have. Poor teachers' welfare. You keep owing teachers all the time. You keep paying them peanuts, while you guys there in the Senate and in the rep, whatever, are busy eating the national cake alone. And the teachers are there, they can't even boast of anything. So how will a teacher be happy? How can they be happy when they know that there is no reward for them, even when they leave teaching job? The major problem we are having in Nigerian schools or public schools in Nigeria, poor fundings, corruption, poor salary. In fact, poor salary scales, no bonuses for the teachers. You don't pay them regularly. You don't give them their dues regularly. And you're here talking about, what's it called now? You're here talking about free education. Free education? Who are you fooling, you people? Who are you fooling? Put all those things in place first and talk about free education. They will know you guys are serious. But now you're not serious because all these things are not in place. All the things are not in place. There is nothing to write home about in Nigerian public schools. In fact, go to our universities. The standard is nothing to write home about. Primary school is 0. Secondary school is 0. As far as it is a public school, no infrastructures. Nothing. And here you are talking about the teachers can never be dedicated, because they have kids too. They have kids to take care of. They have families to take care of. They can never, except we want to lie to ourselves, they can never be dedicated. You keep owing them salary and you want them to be dedicated. How many salaries have you guys owned yourself? At the house, at the Senate house, whatever. And you keep owing people salary. And you want them to be dedicated to their job. How? When they have kids that will go to school, they themselves, they have kids to feed, they can't even feed themselves. They can't even dress properly because they can't afford all these clothes. And you're here talking about free education. Who are you fooling? Stop fooling us. Stop fooling Nigerians. We refuse to be fooled. Talk about things that you're supposed to do. At least before you do anything, put some things in place. Let us know you guys are serious. Let us know you guys are serious. You cannot just sit down there and begin to say things that are not even possible. You want all the schools in Nigeria, public schools, to be free? Yes, it is possible. We have all the resources. We have all the manpower. We have everything that can make it possible. But corruption has eaten us so deep that we will not allow it. Especially all these bad leaders that we have. In the 21st century, Nigeria, we are like in 1800. Our government are still ruling us as if we are in 1800. Presently, we have a dictator as president, and they are calling him a democratically elected president. That anything you say will be used against you. If you say anything against the government, they use EFCC to follow you. If you say anything against the government, they use their DSS to follow you about, to threaten you. Common good schools, public good schools, we don't have it. Go to Lagos. They call it mega city. There are many schools there that don't even have a seat to sit down in their classes. Many a times they will tell you there is no chalk to even write on the board because it is poorly funded. Because even if the government gives them the money, some people are there that will embezzle those money. They will not, they won't allocate those money to where they are supposed to allocate those monies to. Stop fooling us. You just sit there and just make some kind of stupid laws without checking what you're doing, and you think everybody will just sleep there and just follow you guys. We are not like you guys. We know what we want. And very soon, believe me, we will vote all of you out of that place. Because all of you are bad, very bad leaders right now. From head to toe, they are bad. And that is why nothing is happening right now in Nigeria. From 1960 till now, we don't have a stable light. No stable electricity. From 1960 till now, no one good road in Nigeria. Nothing is working. The schools are not working. The roads are bad. Even national carrier airplane, we don't even have. I mean, Nigerians should call these people into order. We should force them to do what we want. You can't begin to tell me you can do this, you can do that, while we lack high performance in Nigeria. Even from the school, the people cheat because they see their parents don't do it. Malpractices everywhere because they see their people do it. All those things have solutions. Eradicate corruption. Tackle corruption seriously. And make sure you pay our teachers well and regularly too, because they earn it. They worked for it. If you don't pay them, you can't get a dedicated teachers to teach this students. You need to pay them regularly to get a dedicated teachers that will teach this student, well. Hire professionals. Don't hire quacks. And because there is no job in Nigeria, that's what we're saying. No job in Nigeria. Many people are running into the teaching profession. Even though they are underpaid, you still get, as a university graduate, You can still get 1 or 2 teaching jobs to do. And that's why everybody is running into the teaching job. Because there is no job. You're not creating job as a government. No job at all. These are things you need to consider before saying you want to give us a free education. The infrastructures have to be there. If they are not there, what kind of free education are you giving? Go to anywhere in Nigeria. No public school. No, not even one that is really working. And if they want to do their propaganda, they will go to a school, just paint it, buy some little chairs, and begin to do their propaganda with it. That look, this is the way Nigerian schools are. Come on, who are you fooling? You can't continue to fool us. You want to give us free education? Yes, it is our right. If you give us, we will collect it. But the problem is, put those things in place first. If you don't put those things in place and you're saying you're giving us free education, what kind of free education are you giving us? That is my own take about this particular news. Please, what do you think about it? Your comment is very, very important to us. Don't fail to drop your comment in the comment section for us. And please, once again, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're yet to do so. And if you have done so, we say a very big thank you to you. Bye.